NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Panthers and the Bears, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man from Old Dominion, the former Monarch, at quarterback Taylor Heineke. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Heineke out to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 18 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help them reach the century mark.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. So here are the Panthers backed up to start their initial drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf, 33 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football, put the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Heineke. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they've been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
On third down, Heineke. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline. But out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over first and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Again, the juke.
Holding. Offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Here's Heineke. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And they're able to add on to their advantage. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And so they run it in on the two-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the two-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Heineke. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped the pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Well, this is not going to be enough. He's in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a win.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nakobe Dean make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Heineke. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We are in for a good one as we're through one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll go option to the short side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing off.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Yeah, absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, oh, we called him the disruptor. Well, that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Heineke to throw it. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Nakobe Dean able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-not.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start.
Touchdown, Bears! Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside look.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf, 42 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Heineke now looking to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, you had no chance. They were on instead.
As we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry. The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Heineke now from the 50. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and the deficit will hold at 22.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears... They're set and ready to go. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
A read option, here's Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got no... And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jersey.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing. Heineke. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And they'll throw again. Heineke. And again back to Kmet.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Cole Kmet,
46 yards.
And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It got his man complete. Touchdown Panthers. DK Metcalf, 75 yards. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Buying time to his left. He gets it to Thomas. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. To throw again on second down.
Heineke.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
The far left side taken in by Kmet.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will narrow this, if that's even the right word, to a 30-point deficit. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And that will get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The final shot before half for Rodgers. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
There's no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no, they went to him on first down, second down, third down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. Rodgers will throw for it. It's complete. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you leaned back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Heineke on first down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing again on second down.
Heineke. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't see the deal. From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Bears will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
Heineke now.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Chicago. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Bears are able to claw one back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this third quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers now to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Cooper Kupp,
a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Panthers just continue to roll.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
DK Metcalf finding the end zone yet again. And the Panthers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there and worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Heineke to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Michael Thomas from 17 yards out.
And the Bears are able to at least get one score back.
An extra point by Gain is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
No return here for Patterson. things at the 25-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field.
He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. And so far, solid, and we're still in the third quarter.
There's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have it.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DK Metcalf. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Panthers are holding it up.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone. And now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage. And, again, that second score here in the third quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Heineke will get this complete downfield to Kmet.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Trotty! And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Taylor Heineke.
49 yards.
And the Bears are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Now it's Patterson.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a...
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Heineke throw complete there to Thomas. Michael Thomas, touchdown! Michael Thomas, 73 yards. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. But not that any of the points would be needed. But, CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damontae Kazee.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
From the gun, Heineke. This one swung out to Montgomery. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in the running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Another toe for Etienne.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 43-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. DK Metcalf. That's career touchdown number 138. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession.
And really a lot of guys you could highlight on this offense with how well they've played, but he's one of them. He's been spectacular so far.
I'd say he'd be the #1, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because it's not just the numbers. It's, as you said, I think you said focal point. Well, that's what he's been, and that means he's created other opportunities because they've had to bring the defense to him. He's run it really well. He's caught it out of the backfield. They're trying to stop him. That means there are chances for the rest of the guys to do damage themselves.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Heineke finds Kmet on the quick slant.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 44, Heineke. And again back to Kmet. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the 2nd half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
Jarvis Landry past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, 55 yards.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Etienne once more.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Etienne up the middle. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running out of the gun with Etienne.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, Panthers. George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. On 2nd and 10, Heineke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
A first down throw for Heineke. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Well, this was a fun one to